Hello, it's the great and glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch here yet again. It's kind of like a video response this time. I don't think I've done many video responses for a while. This one is to the Abramalian Mage guy. Got a wonderful channel, alright, really cool. And he's done this video on the lesser banishing ritual of Pentagram, which is Alright, now, the lesser banishing ritual of Pentagram is something that it's like almost like compulsory knowledge. It's like it's almost like the equivalent of learning multiplication in school. You know, it's one of those things that everyone is either taught or learns or picks up when you're going through the process of reading all the various occult books from from time and having conversations with people who are involved in a New Age or occult world. Now, what does it actually comprise of? It comprises some visualization work, it comprises some actions, and it comprises saying a few things. And that's all. That's the bulk of it, alright? So, I mean, I tried to write a text comment to Abramalian Mage there, and I said, from my point of view, one does not need to ascribe any real symbolism to the action, as one is not banishing in the same sense as exorcism. One is creating a feeling of being grounded, centered, getting rid of a negative emotion. Let's say you just had an argument with someone, or you just felt really upset and miserable for some reason that you haven't quite put your finger on or whatever, or arriving. Now, the reason why I included the word arriving there is when I was learning counseling many years ago, we were told before the class started that we should always take just like 1 minute and sit with our back straight, with our hands on our knees, and take a deep breath and just let the day wash away from us so that we could actually properly arrive into the class and be able to focus our mind on what we're about to learn in the class. And that's one of the many functions of of these things called banishing rituals. So it's a psychological and meditative visualization type exercise. What else have I said there? It's it's a psychological and visualization-driven statement that one is larger than one's own body. Now, I reckon that's quite an important concept, because what you do is you stand up and you're drawing a five-pointed star with your finger or with your benediction sign, whatever, in 4 different directions around you. So in your visualization, you're surrounded by a wall made up out of these 5-pointed stars. So it's quite a beautiful, quite a powerful type visualization. And if it's done in a sufficiently meditative and prayerful state of mind, you do get some very interesting sensations, including that of being slightly larger and taking up more space than just your body. So that serves an interesting function as well. It can help to create either the actual, or the kind of like suspension of disbelief that you are just your body. Because when you're going about the place, you're going down to the bank and you're paying your bills, or you're going down to the shopping, you're very aware you are just you're just your body. You're just physical. But when you're doing meditative and New Age type stuff, you've got to think outside of that. You've got to think beyond that, and you've got to start entering into this suspension of disbelief, whereby you could, in theory, be doing something of a religious or spiritual nature, or so on and so forth. Because belief, or generating that feeling of belief, using the devices of visualization, meditation, and the rest of it, is an important aspect of trying to get any potential results, whether those are psychological, neurolinguistic programming and mind-altering, or whether it's something to do with the outside world. Naturally, the results are erratic, and you can't always count on any real result, because everything is experimental. All right, unless of course you're doing this religiously, and it becomes part of your religion. If that's what you want, you know, I'm not going to stop you. But essentially, I don't feel that we could actually call it magic if essentially what we're doing is creating religion, because that's a different thing altogether, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. You tell me. Well, actually, I do know, but you can tell me anyway. Comment, rate, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. Speak to you in a while. God bless. Bye for now.